Hey guys, hope everyone's well. Right, it's been a crazy few weeks again, as usual, but I'm catching up. I'm finally catching up. I'm starting to get infill frames together, as you can see down there. I've got more components ready to get more together, but I know people are probably going to ask me about them. I'll get asked about infill frames just about every week. I've got some remaining ones I want to catch up with. As soon as I've got them done and out the way and gone to the people who are waiting for them, I'm probably going to start doing one a month. I'm going to see how that goes, and then it'll be basically first one to grab it as it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we've had a mate's bike over. He's mainly been doing this. This is his new bike. He's just purchased, so we've had all the fairings off, cleaning all the engine properly, going over everything. He's put a new screen on it because it had one of them silly double bubble things on it. It didn't look right, so he's got the standard screen back on it. Yeah, just generally cleaning all that up. So he's been tinkering around with that on and off through the week, and he's just waiting for his number plate to arrive now, and then he can take it out and get his wife to show him how to ride it. And hopefully he'll get on all right with it. Yeah, basically I'm going to kick everything out and start the BMW again. So it's been a bit slack, haven't we, on that? But like I say, I have caught up with other things. We've got bikes outside that actually one of them's going today. Ignore the state of my yard. I've been trying to get a scrap man to come for ages. It's so hard to get him to come and pick stuff up. We've got the Enfield under there, which will be back in there soon, because I'm just going to do a few bits to it and sell it for somebody else to carry on with it. But all the metal work be done on it. Got the EF, you've seen that in previous videos. That's all done now. That's going off today for MOT, and then it's going back to my mate's house. Also, I've got a little video coming up soon, very, very soon actually, might be straight after this one, of another friend's Triumph, which is selling. It's a cracking bike. It's a Bonneville. It's had quite a bit of money thrown at it on some nice parts. It's been done like a scrambler, and I'm going to do a little video on that because I'd like a go on it and stuff like that. But it's sort of going to be a for sale video, so if anyone's in the market for a Triumph scrambler style bike, keep an eye out. And again, the first one to get in touch with the money is obviously the one that has it. But what I'll do, if someone's interested in it, I'll put you and my friend together sort of thing, so you can go off and do your deals, and hopefully you'll sell the bike. So that video will be coming up very soon, very, very soon, because the Triumph's coming here today. In the meantime, I'm going to kick all this lot out and get on with that before people start turning up. Right, that's that lot kicked out the shed, so we can get on with a bit of this now. I'm going to try and get as much done as possible before people turn up for other things that we're doing this afternoon. So if I can get some of the brackets done on this, yeah, I'll be happy, and it'll give me a good start for the next video on some of the framework then. So far then, obviously we've got this. That's where the rear shock mounts, so I wanted to keep all that intact. And what I'm going to do now is make some brackets. I think I said before, I'm going to make this subframe square, a square tube. So I want some brackets now that are going to tie into all this shock mount to make it even stronger, and a good anchor point to come off with the subframe. So we're going to have brackets up here, and obviously some down here to take the other part of the frame that puts the strength into it. So I've got a bit of rusty old plate, which will clean up. That'll clean up all right. I'm going to start figuring it out and laying it out. And also I've got to go and get some square tube. I was going to use a bit of an old subframe that I've got down there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it all fresh, make it all from fresh. So yeah, I've got to blank these tubes off as well. I've cut these in because that's exactly where it started to curve out. So we've got rid of that bit, but it'll give us a nice anchor point for some brackets all tied into this. Yeah, so we'll cut some triangle shapes and start tacking it together. I think I'm only going to tack everything together until we've built the subframe as well, and then it can all get welded up properly when I know it's all going to work. So I'm going to mess about with the first one and then get that in the right shape, and then we can draw around that for the others. 2 inches. I ain't going to bring it out too far. Yeah, 2 inches to start with. Ignore the rust on the plate. That will be gone. I'm going to be using 20mm square, which will be more than good enough. In fact, no, hold on. That needs to actually come out a bit more than that to give me a bit of material to mess about with. Oh. And then, because that's, you can probably see that's angled back, so I'll allow for that on this. I'll say we'll get the first one marked out, and then if it works we can draw around it for the rest of them. So this bit I'm drawing up now will eventually have a hole there that the frame will bolt to. Anyway, let's cut that out and start getting it into shape properly. Now we want to figure out the angles I want to cut into it for it to come down this bit and tie into all that. Because all this bit that I'm making now, you're not going to really be able to see it. So, but I still want to try and make it as neat as possible. Oh yeah, obviously I want that bit down there and that bit, top bit like that. So I'm going to bring that back here and sort of get me a guideline and get that cut. Oh, I think I'm about there with that. I'm close enough. I reckon if I get the others cut out the same as that, we'll be somewhere near. I might just put them like that at the back as well. We'll see. One each side, then obviously the square bar will come out the middle of that and bolt through. Yeah, I think that'll do actually. I might fold it as well, because these are, as you can see, these are kicking out as well. I'm going to get all them cut out first, and then we'll go from there. Right, that's all them done. I've got holes drilled in them all. So now, I think the inside one, I'm going to fold that. As you can see, it needs to come over here a bit. So I'm going to fold the inside one, and the outside one, I think I can leave it straight. It should all tie in there nicely, create a bit of strength. in the shock mount as well, and give us a nice anchor point for the rear subframe. And then we're going to do another mounting point down here for the rest of it. So I'm going to fold two, get them tacked in, find a little spacer that's 20mm to hold them at the right distance apart, and tack the outside ones on. That's two marked up. It's quite thick, this stuff, so it might take a bit of shifting with my wobbly voice. Oh no, it's going fairly easy. I think I'll go a tiny bit. Just check that one, that'll do. If we get the other one the same. That's got it. So that's the folded one, which will go on the inside. I've got a little block here just to mock them up while we tack them on. So let's get that together. That through there, there. And do them up. It'll just hold it together because like I say, I'm going to use square for the subframe. Let's just nip that up. I want to try and get these on before I've got to go and do other things. There we go. That will do. I might have to take a bit out of that bracket because I do need to be able to fit a nut back there. It's only a little bit. Let me just grind a bit off that. I want to keep these brackets, you see, because they took the original sort of hook points for the seat. I'm going to keep them there for now, just in case I can use these for the seat I'm making. I just need to take a little nick out of that for the nut on the back of the bracket we just done. That should do it. Yeah, that's better. That should be fine like that. I think really we should block these tubes up first. That's something I'm going to be running out of time. If this video is really short, don't worry, we'll get caught up in the next BMW very, very soon. Like I say, after this one, I've got to do that, show you that Triumph that my friend's selling, just in case anyone's interested. Right, what am I doing? We've got to block them tubes up. Really easy way to do that quick. Just got a washer. Put it on the magnet, drop it in there to tack it in. And we'll just weld all that up. That's got it. That's that blocked. Right, now we want to get all that square and nice, following the top line of the tube, and get all that tacked in. just use this to keep it level. Ignore the bit of square bar that's in there at the minute. Let that drop away. I know I've got that level. Well, I did have till I moved it. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, get ready for a burn. Oh, not so bad. Right. I think I can bend that about a bit. If I put a tack down here as well, let's go about there. Let's put one up there to secure it. I think we can bring that across a bit. Pliers wants to come slightly, if I can manage it. That's the one. And bring that in a bit. That'll do it. There we go, we're coming down there nicely now. We have to weld all that in, weld it all into the top shock mount, and that is going to be very strong. So I'm just going to tack it all for now till we've got the whole thing done, the subframe and everything, with the seat base done, the mudguard on. Just literally tack everything just in case I come across any problems, because it's a nightmare cutting things off when you've gone and welded them all up properly. I'll get a couple more tacks on that actually, just to be secure. No, I won't. Shall I put the earth on? That might help, mightn't it? Let's give that another go. That's got it. I'm happy with that. Let's pop this off now, this bit of square bar. Got enough room to get the nut in nicely, that ain't a problem. I'll say if I do use them, they'll still fit. Still with enough room to get a nut in. Yeah, I think that's going to be strong. So we'll get it all welded in all the way around this shock mount down here. Down here, that's going to be strong, that is. Then obviously we're going to have another lug down this bit of the frame for the gusset coming up on the subframe. And pretty much you're not going to see any of it. You might see a bit of the base of that by the time I've done the seat pan for it. We'll see. Okay, like I say, only a quick video just to start getting things motivated again. Now I'm catching up with my Enfield frames and other jobs. We will get the videos rolling back up to hopefully 2 a week on the BMW build. But that just gives you an idea where I'm going to go with the brackets for the subframe. I've got to go and get some material to do the subframe, so I'll possibly try and pick that up today actually while I'm out and about. I've got a lot of running about to do, that's why this is only a short video. Yeah, some lugs at the bottom, get the other side done, and then we'll start building to yeah, bolt the rear mudguard on and get the seat pan made. Anyway, that'll do. We're getting there. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.